Also called as Qinyan Mountain, Zhangjiajie covers an area of 130 square meters and is the first national forest park in China. It was involved in Chaotian mountain range in ancient, which was named after the government office allocated here by Zhang Zaihong. It was ever named as Mazong Valley in one time. In 1982, the State Council has approved it to be a national forest park. Later in 1994, it was named by State Forestry Administration as model of National Forest Park. In 1992, it was listed to the World Heritage by UNESCO. Zhangjiajie is an integration of magic, elegant, and primeval landscape. It has boasted strange rock formations, graceful water, and beautiful forests. More than 3,000 of spectacular peaks are piled up or leaning together, all different shapes. The spring crevice, invisible stream in deep valley, and waterfall from cliff are reflecting with the red rocks and verdant trees. The endangered and ancient plants are flourishing. In the park, the peaks are densely gathered and the rocks are steep. Mist is always around the valleys and streams. Zhangjiajie has embodied the features of grandeur, uniqueness, tranquility, naturalness, and elegance. The scenic areas include Gold Whip Stream, Yellowstone Stronghold, Huangshizhai, Yuanjiajie, and Yaozizhai, and etc. More than 90 attractions have been named so far. Yellowstone Stronghold, Huangshizhai, got its name after Taoist Huang Shigong living here for seclusion. With an altitude of more than 1,000 meters above sea level and an area of 16.5 hectares, it is a platform lifted up by many cliffs. The main scenic attractions scattered here include Heavenly Book in Precious Box, Magic Needle on the Sea, a pillar on the southern sky, Golden Turtle in the Cloud Sea, and etc. It is the place where the most beautiful scenes gathered and is also a side viewing platform in Zhangjiajie. Looking over towards the south on the cableway, the strange peaks and rocks are all in your eyes. To the east, the strange peaks along the Golden Whip Stream are standing like forests, all a plate full of emeralds. There is a saying of, "You cannot claim to have come to Zhangjiajie if you do not visit Yellowstone Stronghold." As it's all surrounded by cliffs like split by fortune. The Yellowstone Stronghold is the best side viewing platform to look over the great stone peaks and is also the best location to view the sunrise. If the weather is desirable, you can even spot the Tianmenshan Cave afar. Situated on the summit of Huangshizhai, the Six Wonders Pavilion is the only historical site among the primeval natural viewings. It stands high and is easy to find. Climbing up to the top of the pavilion, you will get thousands of peaks in your eyesight. Except for the streams and caves, you can get a bird view of the forest park. To the east, there is 水绕四门, Golden Whip Stream and Tianzishan Mountain. To the south, you can see one spectacle of China, Tianmenshan Mountain. To the west, there is Chaotian Taoist Temple, Dragon and Phoenix Nunnery, Yuhuang Palace, Transport Tower. To the north, you will find the remaining piles of the Heavenly Bridge, 黑丛脑 and zhangjiajie, etc. Located to the southeast of Huangshizhai, a stone pillar is erected and joins with the foundation of the cliff. In clear night, when standing on the platform, it looks like that the stars in the sky can be gathered in one grasp. At the beginning of the founding of the garden, the State Council Commissioner Zhang Jingfu named it with Star Gathering Stage. Five Fingers Peak is another sighted viewing platform on the summit of Huangshizhai. Looking over, you can see bulk of peaks like parts in deep valleys, both gorgeous and frantic. The summit of a stone peak was divided into 5 parallel stone pillars. As the middle one is the tallest, they are like 5 fingers stretching out. Small plants are growing on every top, which adds to the mysterious environment for this peak. Zhangjiajie is world famous for its strange peaks. More than 3,000 of peaks are erected here. They are human beings or items alike, spectacular or refined, marvelous and mysterious. Some are like a jade pillar or spirit whip. Some are like brass ore or iron cliff. Some like a dangling board and some refined parts and antiques. They look magic while actually real, hazy while fresh, which has exceeded the creation power in art and surprised every person. Zhangjiajie is located between Yungui Plateau and Dongting Lake. It has long been influenced by the rising and sinking of the landscape in addition to the incision of water on Earth's surface and development of physiognomy. The distinctive elevation, strange peaks like forests, streams and valleys scattered around were hence formed. There are 3,000 unique peaks and 800 elegant waters in Zhangjiajie. The peaks rising high from the ground are steep, exquisite, or bizarre, broad like terrace or slim like sword. There are not only rarely seen scenes of greenstone forests, but also various cave landscape. They all form a natural fresco. This is Echoing Cliff. The surface of the cliff is even and a slight arc has been formed. In front of it, if you sing a light song or recite some lines, the cliff on the opposite side will immediately echo the sound back, just like the echo were in the Temple of Heaven in Beijing. With a height of more than 100 meters, Jade Vase Peak is of round belly and a thin neck. Placed in the trees and flowers, it is so like a jade-made vase supported in Guan Yin's hand. Zhangjiajie is the place where most of the beauty of Zhangjiajie gathered. A famous poet praises it as, the further you see into it, the more surprise you will get. It was said a famous figure named Zhang Liang went for seclusion in Zhangjiajie and was besieged by soldiers and was later rescued by his tutor Huang Shigong. Hence the stronghold was named. Zhangjiajie is of an altitude of 1,200 meters. Looking over, the peaks and mountains are glimmering continuously like a fairyland. After going by the 9-ply cliff, you will find an ancient pine tree totally rooted in the crevice in the cliff. It is verdant, tall, and straight. Its roots have been firmly embedded into the crevice, and its trunk is hung upside down on the rugged cliff. On the ground, the moss is soft like cotton, and the pine forest is like a lid over your head. Lying down for a nap with the sound of pine sawing will make you reluctant to return. There are 6 stone peaks in one line here and are erected from the valley. They are tall, grand, and of great vigor. In the Cloud Sea, they are so much like 6 piers across the boundless river. The distance between 2 piers is about 300 meters. From the first pier, they gradually get higher and turn lower from the 4th pier. The 6 piers along an arc line got the name of remaining piers of the Heavenly Bridge. There are many scenic attractions in Huangshizhai. On the way, there are 2 stone peaks with a height of 300 meters named as Heicungnao. The surrounding of it is so cracked that there is no way to access through it. This is a slim cave called as Flying Clouds Cave beneath the peak. When it rains, the clouds will fly out from the entrance, hence it was named. From afar, there are fairy splashing flowers, golden turtle in the clouds.